You can feel it in the staff room before the slide deck even opens. Another launch, fresh name, new poster set. The energy is earnest, the intention is good, but somewhere between week 6 and the end of term, rhythm fades. Handouts disappear into drawers, lesson resources sit half finished, and that new initiative joins the others in the initiative graveyard. Now, I hear the same line in schools everywhere. We launch new programs and then quietly bury them months later. A burst of energy at the start, a beautifully worded vision, and then a slow slide back into business as usual. Now, it's not laziness, and it's not apathy either. It's because schools are running on the wrong rhythm of change. We treat improvement like a performance, not a practice. It's a systems problem, not a people problem. This video is about breaking that cycle, turning change from an event into a habit you can see, measure, and sustain. And I'll give you the 5 evidence-based shifts that do that. Now, in the Culture of Excellence framework, this sits under the barrier called staff complacency. But it's not because staff don't care, but because repeated, abandoned pushes have taught them that effort is temporary and feedback won't change anything. It's learned self-protection. After too many failed launches, the staff start to believe, this one won't last either. So it's not apathy, it's realism. And when change becomes theater, the smartest people, they stop performing. You'll know this barrier is shifting when staff ask for the next review checkpoint, when action items are claimed publicly, and when teachers talk more about evidence moved than activities completed. That's why your next great idea doesn't need a bigger launch, it needs a better design. So the first shift is to understand that clarity is the new courage. I'll often ask staff, what does success look like for this initiative in 6 weeks? And the room goes quiet. Without a finish line, everyone's running in different directions. Strong leaders declare the finish line before the start line. 1 clear learner outcome, 2 visible practice shifts, 3 quick measures you'll collect within 6 weeks. Now, as Everett and Rogers showed, adoption happens when change is observable and trialable. And John Hattie's research confirms this, that clarity of success criteria drives collective efficacy. See, if people can see the success, they believe they can reach it. And so clarity is the new courage. Before you chase change, dare to define what success actually looks like. Now, the second shift is to move from launches to loops. Schools love big plans, but big plans collapse under their own weight. Year-long rollouts, well, they sound strategic until they suffocate under paperwork and fatigue. So the alternative is 6-week loops. Design, do, decide. Short enough to feel achievable, tight enough to keep energy alive. Now, Helen Tipperley found that short feedback loops actually drive adaptive practice. And Durlak and DuPre proved that implementation quality, not program choice, predicts outcomes. Think about that. Implementation quality, not program choice, predicts outcomes. So remember this, momentum beats magnitude, so move from launches to loops. Now, the third shift is to move from goodwill to good design. One principal told me, if I don't do it myself, it won't get done. Now, that's the collaboration illusion. Leadership shared in name, not in practice. There's a link to that video in the description. Now, Ken Leithwood's research showed distributed leadership only improves outcomes when accountability is explicit. Amy Edmondson and Bricken Schneider taught us that trust grows when responsibility is visible and fair. So, map the roles, keep an action log, make contribution visible. Goodwill collapses without design. Simply put, if everybody owns it, no one owns it. Now, the fourth shift is to finish loud, not quiet. Here's a rule worth framing in every staff room. Nothing new launches until the last initiative has been closed properly. Not shelved quietly, closed publicly. That means showing what changed, what will sustain, and what stops. Michael Fullen and Peter Senge both warned that coherence relies as much on stopping as starting. Without closure, staff assume nothing really sticks, and cynicism hardens. Finish loud, not quiet. When leaders end visibly, they teach that completion matters as much as creation. So the fifth shift is skill before scale. Too often, professional learning is scattershot, a series of one-off workshops disconnected from practice, hours of theory, and then teachers flounder when the real work begins. So the smarter move is to invest capacity where initiative lives. If the focus is routines, rehearse them. If it's feedback, practice it live. Andy Hargraves and Michael Fullan call professional learning the deepest cultural investment a school makes. One short rehearsal with feedback beats a full day of talk every time. Skill before scale. Every great culture was built by people who could actually do the work, not just talk about it. So sustaining isn't about willpower, it's about rhythm. Protect a standing implementation window in your meeting cycle. Keep the action log alive. Run light-scale check before you expand beyond early adopters. Everett Rogers showed us that spread only succeeds when it's paced. When leaders create rhythm, staff start asking when the next cycle begins because wins are visible and the load is shared. Now, the initiative graveyard is not inevitable. It's just a design problem that we can solve. When you define the finish line, shorten the cycle, make contribution visible, close loops, and build capacity deliberately, initiatives stop being events. They just become culture. Embed deeper. Let culture carry what energy can't. And if you want to see how schools are doing this through the Culture of Excellence program, I'll leave a link in the description for you. Because embedding change isn't about luck, and it doesn't survive on momentum. It survives on design.